Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe now. This start video. Kelly Ripa, radiant as ever, stepped onto the stage in a soft blue dress. But behind her bright smile, something was different. Her eyes shimmered, not with joy, but with the weight of something she'd been carrying for weeks. Mark Consuelos, her husband and co-host, seemed unusually quiet beside her. As the applause faded, Kelly took a deep breath and looked out at the crowd. Before we start today's show, she began, her voice trembling ever so slightly, there's something I need to share with you all, something very close to my heart. A hush fell over the audience. Kelly's eyes filled with tears as she continued, after 23 unforgettable years, I have decided that this season will be my last on live. Gasps echoed through the studio. A few fans audibly said no. Others covered their mouths in disbelief. Mark reached for her hand. Are you sure you want to do this now? He whispered, but she nodded through tears. I have loved every second of this journey, Kelly said softly, but it's time. It's time to say goodbye. For the first time in decades, the woman who had always made America laugh was fighting to keep from breaking down on live television. Kelly Ripa first joined Live in 2001, sitting beside the legendary Regis Philbin. Few could have predicted that she would become the beating heart of morning television. Through laughter, tears, and countless cups of coffee, Kelly turned live into a daily ritual for millions. She shared her life with fans, from raising her children to navigating fame, marriage, and motherhood. Audiences grew up with her. They watched her evolve from a young actress into a household name. When Regis retired in 2011, many thought the show wouldn't survive. But Kelly carried it with grace, eventually finding new chemistry with Ryan Seacrest, and later with her husband, Mark Consuelos. She was the glue that held it all together, funny, relatable, effortlessly human. So when she said, "It's time for me to go," it felt like the end of an era. Backstage, producers had known for weeks. Kelly had been wrestling with the decision privately. According to close friends, she had been feeling exhausted, not physically, but emotionally. She's been doing this for over 2 decades, said one insider. She's given everything to that show, her energy, her mornings, her heart. She just wants to breathe again. The biggest reason, however, was family. With her 3 children grown and pursuing their own dreams, Kelly realized she wanted to rediscover herself outside of live. Hosting Live has been the joy of my life, she later said in an interview, but I've missed a lot of moments, quiet breakfasts, lazy mornings, just being present. I want that back. There were whispers that Mark's busy schedule and their changing dynamic as co-hosts had also contributed to her choice. But Kelly, ever graceful, avoided gossip. This isn't about drama, she told producers. It's about peace. The morning after her announcement, Kelly walked onto the set of Live to a standing ovation. The audience chanted her name as confetti rained down, but her smile wavered. This feels surreal, she said, placing a hand on her heart. You've all been my second family for 23 years. Every laugh, every hug, every story, you've shared your mornings with me, and I'll never forget that. As the camera zoomed in, her eyes filled again. Mark reached out, his own voice trembling. I'm so proud of you, he said. You've made history here. Kelly nodded, whispering, I just hope I made you all proud too. The audience shouted, you did. And she broke down in tears. For several seconds, she couldn't speak. She simply stood there, covering her face, as the crowd applauded through their own emotion. Sorry, she said with a small laugh. I promised myself I wouldn't cry, but who was I kidding? When the cameras stopped rolling, the atmosphere backstage was heavy. Crew members who had worked with Kelly for decades lined up to hug her. Makeup artists, stage managers, producers, all crying. "You were more than a host," one staff member said. "You were our sunshine." Kelly hugged them all, whispering thank yous between tears.